Hello everyone, and welcome to my third video for this 2 weeks intensive course on left hand slurs. I hope this is helping. I've seen your videos, I've seen the exercises you've posted. I'm super happy that all of this is working for you, and please feel free to share any exercises, your favorite exercises. Doesn't matter which book, method, or piece they come from. The most important thing is that you do them relaxed. I think they all work, or the huge majority work. There is not like a good one and a bad one. I think that anything works as long as you do it relaxed and as long as you don't overdo it so you can injure yourself, which unfortunately is a huge risk. Those of you who know a little bit of the anatomy of the hand, we have shared tendons, and it's sometimes quite easy for them to become a tendinitis. No? If you feel it here on your elbow, it's a very uncomfortable feeling. And I've heard from friends who, are professional musicians having problems with even opening a door. Like so bad can it get. So that's why we always will try to avoid at all costs any type of injury, any type of discomfort, and we do it correctly. Let us make our body that it works for us, and that we work together. Okay? So that's always my advice. But please feel free to share any exercises you like. Now today I'm going to present 3 etudes that I really like, and I've studied them during my student years. Now sometimes I take them out and just do them, just try to keep healthy, observe my hands. I always practice in front of a mirror. Sorry, I was thinking of the German word. And it's very important because, for example, I can share personally. Sometimes I have some type of tension here in my elbow, in my shoulder, because I tend to tense a little bit sometimes. So I practice in front of a mirror and check that out. Also my hands, my left hand, my right hand. So it's very important you do this. For me it helps a lot. Now we're going to start with from Carcassi's 25 etudes, opus 60. We're going to start with number 4, which is just fixed positions and some repeated legados. It's quite simple, and if you are relaxed, it's quite easy too. So I'm just going to play the first couple of lines so you know which one is it. I'm going to share all these. So you scroll down, you're going to see them there here on the page, so you don't need to I'm not going to put the image here, just take it from there, or it's very probable you have the books anyway, no? So it's more or less something like this. Something like that, no? Okay. Now, how do I practice this? It's very simple. I will take the first position, which is the D sharp and A. And I'm doing something in between of the pulling down and pulling out because I want it to sound. But what is very important, as soon as I liberate my finger from there, it relaxes. So I can just bring it back again and do the same movement one more time. You see? And then I relax my whole hand and I move to the next position, which is with my second finger. I'm using my guide finger, which is 1 in this case. And then I continue using my index finger as guide finger, and I move to the next position. And then I use my guide finger as 3 now. This one, I leave it open. You can use index if you prefer, doesn't matter. The point is that you just are relaxed in this position. So if you can always practice also the positions itself, like the structural part of a building, like so the point is that you practice it like this a little bit. I would suggest it's quite simple if you break it down on the difficulties you have to do and do it slow, for example, and just take the first one. Even if you don't want to play the whole etude, doesn't matter. Just try the first one. Try first one, second, and third, because it changes, no, between the fingers. Okay, you relax, next one. You relax, next one. Okay, and you can do it very slow at the beginning and start building speed up. Important, relax. For it to be, has to be relaxed. If my fingers are tense, as soon as I take it out, I'm not gonna have enough, there's not gonna be enough juice to take the finger back. Again, the analogy with when you're running. Your leg, as it comes up again and ready to make the next step, has to be somewhat relaxed and has to be able to move and be able to give that impulse to the front. So hope this helps. Now the next one, it's from my late teacher from Puerto Rico, and I really like this one because it's quite hard. It's a bit harder, and you have to change, but it's very, very helpful. Now you're gonna see it too. And my late teacher in Puerto Rico was, before coming here to study with Joaquin Clerch, was Leonardo Gubi, who was a student of Regino Sainz de la Maza, the dedicatee of the Aranjuez Concerto in Madrid. And he had a very, it's an old school technique, what he had, but I think, and he was also a composer, so he composed this very nice study. I'm gonna share it with you too, and it goes something like this. That's the first part. Now, for this one, you have to be a bit more careful because you're holding one finger down sometimes. Remember the second video we talked about this? Well, here, this is easy. The first part is just open D, but here, okay, you have to change. Now, let's break this down. Take the first bar, simple, no? I don't think I need to talk about it. Well, maybe let's do something very quick. Look, that's the first thing. So I want to practice that first. Okay. Now the next thing is with putting the B flat with my ring finger. Okay. And I want to have that also very relaxed, that my fingers come and go, very simple. You see my hand? And then you switch. Okay? So that's easy. But the next one, it's like this. So at the beginning, this ligado is going to be a bit complicated because you're doing this, a big stretch. But if your position is okay and your finger just goes out, it sounds. Even if it doesn't sound perfect, doesn't matter. This study is anyway allegro moderato, so you would be doing it more or less like. So it sounds, no, you can hear it. It's just that at the beginning, don't overdo it, don't stress it too much. Just make sure that the C sounds, and when you take it out, it makes some kind of sound that it brings back the note to B flat. But don't worry about it. It's not the most important note in the piece. Okay. So now when I do this, I'm just taking the pressure out. I'm not pulling down. I'm not stressing because you have here, they share a tendon, and if you force this and you force this, it's gonna be really hard. It's like trying to just raise one finger. You see that it's kind of hard. I would have to hold everyone, and still raising it's gonna be complicated. So here, just take it out, liberate it, and it's gonna sound. And then as soon as I want it back, I bring a little bit of tension and place the finger back, and I play with my right hand. And then here, and then the same thing. and then I liberate and I switch the position. I'm gonna put index, middle, and ring, or 1, 2, and 4. I'm gonna put them in the first string and fifth respectively. So the position is here, and then here, sorry. Okay, and then the next position is like C. Now these you have a lot in guitar pieces, where you have to actually move your pinky while your ring finger is down. You have to be very careful too. Just take the pressure out and let it sound like this. It sounds. It doesn't have to sound. That works. It's nice. It's a big sound, but that's going to be impossible to do fast. First, and second, it's going to be really tiring for the hand to use that amount of pressure on each note. So, give me your what do you think about these etudes? I hope they work. Any comments, any questions, just post them and I'm more than happy to answer them. The other one I like very much is number 7 from the first edition of the Simple Etudes by Leo Brouwer. Now this one is kind of tricky because you're doing apoyado mostly. I'm going to do it slow first. You know this one, no? You probably heard it before. You see that and then it goes to the pull-ups. No? But now this is fast, so you have to. Now, how do I do this? Again, hand has to be relaxed, and my apoyado, I don't know how much have you worked on it, but it's a nice mixture of both. So, and then with index finger, I do the first hammer on. And why index finger? Why not something like that? And then change. Well, the thing is that your hand, when you use it together, you have a lot more strength than if you're using one finger. So for example, if I want to do this, you see? And then I have my next hammer on, my hand is already there. So this works a lot too. And then for the pull-ups, now you can do. I find it quite hard because at that speed it's not going to be able to do it, and you want something. You want something that it works easy and reacts properly. So you see, I'm just taking it out. It's like, imagine I'm dropping dead, but the secret is that you use a little bit of tension just to pull that finger out. It's like giving it a small thrust of going out, and then you play it dead. So it's like a small push and then no energy. So you see, I'm taking it out, but you can practice it. Just like taking it out just a tiny bit, and then the rest, just take the tension out, and it will continue like with own strength. So I hope this works. Next video we're gonna do a couple of studies more, but they're gonna be a bit more complicated, and we're gonna do tonight for me here in Germany, we're gonna do this conversation and this Zoom meeting, which I hope you can all join, and we can talk, and you can ask me any questions or just discuss about this subject. And well, thank you so much for watching, and I hope this helps. Till next time.